Hi, Ingrid.
Hi.
We got a few questions this month. The first one is about money and benefits. Seems like we get lots of questions about this. Staff are wanting to know, will there be a market adjustment this year? And we've also heard some rumors about ESL maybe going away or something changing with that with the PTO and ESL system. So can you talk about benefit changes?
Yeah, so pretty much the same process that we always have will be the continued process this year. So in August, we'll look again and we will do the assessment of the market adjustments and then make those applicable to those who need it the most. That's what we do every year and assess that the same way. And so that will be our same process again for this year. I am not aware of any changes to ESL. I know that it's been a hot topic and I know that they're looking at it, but decisions have not been made. So I don't really have anything to share there. I do know that that is a conversation that is continuing, and also they're looking at all the other benefits, because usually around the October timeframe is where we roll out the plans for the end of the year for next year, and so that means that all those conversations are happening right now. I do think over the next several weeks we'll hear a little bit more about benefits and what will be changing there, but we don't have any final conversations about ESL or PTO, and that is sort of still in the discussion phases.
Okay. We got kind of a fun question this month. What is your favorite meal?
Given a choice, I guess I would order sushi. Otherwise, if I'm at home, I will make fruit a meal.
Nice. What's your favorite kind of fruit?
Probably watermelon. Yeah.
Okay, back to business here. At St. Luke's East, we've had a lot of leader changes over the last couple months. Can you tell us where we're at with our different leaders?
Sure. So we have been able to offer to our 3 directors, and they've all accepted. And they're starting towards the end of July and beginning of August. So what we know at this point is that our acute care and ICU director will be Shauna Taylor. So that's a promotion from within of our existing ICU manager. So we will have a backfill of our ICU manager if anyone's interested in applying. Our new OB&S, so our obstetrics and neonatal services director, that's that new position that we got that's never been approved before, will be Katie Showalter. She's coming from St. Luke's North and she's starting August 10th. And then our new surgical services director, that's a replacement position, will be Megan McGuff, coming from St. Luke's Hospital. And she is starting also at the end of July, around July 28th. And we also have an opening for our OB manager at St. Luke's East if anyone else is interested. So some changes at the director level and then at the manager level that we hope to get filled in the next several months. And we've also had a change with our night resource nurses. So those were nurses that were hired to really help support a floor, particularly new grads at night in our MSI areas, and we haven't really been able to optimize that. So we made a proposal, got it approved, and made a change, and now we're going to have a night CRN, so our clinical resource nurse, per floor, 5 days a week, and then a weekend work night resource, clinical resource nurse who will serve Saturdays and Sundays. Right now we have 1 opening per floor, so the 3 that exist now will move into those positions, and then we have openings for 5th floor, 4th floor, and then CVRU and MSU. Those positions are open if folks want to apply for that. It's a little bit more of an enhanced role, so not just a resource at night, but really more of like a coordinator type role, helping to do some quality rounding, audits, things like that. In addition, and it's a great pipeline position for succession planning for any manager openings in the future.
Nice. It'll be good to have some more leaders on night shift.
Yeah.
Okay, what else is happening around St. Luke's East? We have lots of new things. So what can you tell us that's coming down the pipeline?
Yeah, well, I'll start just by saying our ASA expansion is looking really good. It should be wrapped up by October, so hopefully we'll have those fences finally down after years and years, which is exciting. At the system level, we do have an expansion of our system VEC redesign and a pilot coming here. So that's a pilot that was done at Plaza and North, and we'll be expanding to South and East.
Remind us what VEC is.
Virtual expert care. So talking about admissions, discharges, med history tech, all those different things that happen within that umbrella. So it's a shift in our VRNs, our virtual nurses, really completing more of the admissions and the discharges. We've seen pretty good success at North and Plaza, so we're going to start that pilot here in the next month or so. And then we have several leaders across the East entity that are going through Project Best. It's a way to refresh our skills on problem solving, and they're focusing on projects for Happy and Falls. prevention, which is great because those are both areas of opportunity for us within the system and at East. And then there will also be probably projects rolling out at the entity level, specifically looking at some of our quality metrics that have maybe started trending a little bit in not the direction of good. So additional projects that we'll be working on to address those in addition to Project Best. So yeah.
All right. Thanks, Ingrid.
Yeah.